3, 2, 1, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. It's your boy Smooth, and of course I've got the amazing Smash. Say what's up, Smash.
Hi guys.
And then of course we have the queen of server 6, Ash Bash. Say what's up, Ash.
Hello everyone.
And we got the wild boy from the south. Say what's up, Machiavelli.
What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 32 of War Elite, entitled Capo'S, Troops and Setups. And we have a lot to cover today, but I don't want to jump right into anything. I want to talk to my cast here, see how everybody's been doing, because to be honest, I've had a busy day and I haven't had time to touch base with everybody. How are you doing today, Smash? You doing alright, man?
Yeah, have to make sure that I wake up on time to be on the podcast with you guys.
Well, we appreciate you being here, man, and I hope you're having a good day. Ash Bash, what's going on with you? Are you doing alright today?
Oh yeah, I'm just busy day at work, but I usually like to stay busy, so it was alright.
Oh, good. Yeah, it makes time fly by, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Machiavelli, what's going on with you today, my man? You doing alright?
Man, I played War Elite all day.
I hear you, buddy.
I've been playing a War Elite all day. Figured it out, yeah, man. So it's been fun.
Good. I'm glad everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's blessed. So I do want to do things a little bit differently today. Normally, I'm just sharing my screen, but today, because I don't really have enough experience in the game, I want to say, to guide the new players. But I do have 3 people here that have more than enough experience. So anybody here who's willing to share their screen, and so that way we can walk the players through everything, that would be great. But before we even get into that, Smash, could you just kind of talk to the people about what's been going on in War Elite here lately? Maybe there's an update that you wanted to talk about. Maybe there's something that we haven't covered lately. Just anything while I post this link here.
Alright, practically, I'm glad to be playing War Elite and to be part of this podcast. We are in constant direct communication with the developers, which is one thing I've never come across, and how the developers actually they are so responsive to the ideas and the suggestions that we make to them. So there's a lot of growth for the game. Right, it's not done deal yet. There's still a lot of things that this game can progress. So we really need a lot more ideas or suggestion from other players, from older servers, or even new players. You might have some ideas that you all would like to share from your previous gaming experience, that you all would like to give some ideas. You all can reach out to Smooth or me in Discord, and then we can help you guys share the ideas with the developers. Alright, let's try to make this game a more enjoyable one for everybody in this community.
That would be wonderful. Yeah, we'd love to hear anything you guys have to say. But you're right. You know, these developers are something else, man. They're constantly surprising me with how much they're just in very close communication with us on like a daily basis. And if you guys are not in the official War Elite Facebook page, you guys want to check that out. They actually made this is a milestone in my streaming career. They actually contacted me and asked for file images of Smash and I so that they could make an official War Elite advertisement with our faces on it. I thought that was amazing, and shout out to iFun.com for sponsoring this content. You guys are awesome, and as they said, they are forever willing to work with me and Smash, so we are forever willing to work with you in return, so thank you so much. But yeah, shout out to Queen. We got Xena in here. What's up, X? But yeah, is there Smash or Ash or Mock, one of you guys want to share your screen and walk us through this?
I think you need to teach us how to share the screen, because I think none of us know how to do it.
So if you're using your phone, you're gonna go to our conversation, and there will be a little option to like slide it up from the bottom to the top. And once you slide that up, it should have a share screen option.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Okay. So I want to talk about the basics first.
But just a moment. I need to switch off the music from the game.
Thank you, thank you. He's turning the game music off. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start with the basics, right? In other games, they have a rock, paper, scissors type system in place for how the different types of troops beat each other. So, for instance, rock is going to beat scissors, and scissors is going to beat paper. They have that style. In most games, that holds true. Is that true in this game as well?
Yes, definitely.
So how does that work in this game as opposed to others?
Right, but in order for you to see it, I think you can go to... Where's the screen? Let me just find it. Right, practically tough guys, they counter archers, cavalry troops, and cavalry will counter archers troop, and archer will counter tough guy troops.
Okay,
Right,
say that one more time, just a little bit slower.
Tough guys will counter cavalry.
Okay, can you show us what the tough guys look like, where the tough guy building is?
It's here.
Right.
As you see, tough guy training ground. Tough guy training camp. I can open up and let you take a look. Right, this is all the tough guys.
Okay, so you said tough guys beat archers?
Yes, correct.
And then, so then we'll go to the archers, and you said the archers beat the cavalry.
Right. Did you see the cycle on the middle of the on the top middle?
Yes, I do.
You see the cycle there?
Yep.
Yes. Right. And as you see, for tough guys, their icon is a beast. All right.
Yep.
For cavalry, their icon will be the motorcycle. And for archers, their icon will be the crosshair.
Very nice. Okay, so you've got tough guys beating. Golly, I'm already messing this up. Okay, so you've got archers beat tough guys beat cavalry, and cavalry beats archers.
Yes, correct.
Okay, and then what's in the middle there?
Right, that's your transporter.
In the transporter, it doesn't really have something that is specifically designed to beat it, correct?
Correct. All right,
So-
because in this game, the transporter is particularly used for you send them out to gather resource. They carry a bigger amount, so you don't practically need to send more troops out to gather the resources. And for you to actually go and siege, when you are sieging other players' city, you practically after a certain number of hits, when they are out of troops, but they still have resource, that's when the player will start to send in the transporter to siege whatever resources that they have left in the city. So you carry more.
Okay. Now, I think it's interesting that also in other games they have Capo'S specific for certain troop types, and this is true in this game as well. So while Smash is showing us this here, Ash or Mock, whichever one of you guys want to take the question. So, are there specific Capo'S that come to mind that you see the most used besides tough guys, right? Because we already talked about tough guys. We can cover tough guys too. But like, are there any Capo'S that come to mind that are very, very popular amongst the archers, the tough guys, and the cavalry? Like, what are some Capo'S that you might want to pair with these troop types?
Bodyguards for sure. I know those are like the second favorite. I'm pulling up my game here to give the specific names.
Because I do know that in most games there is a, what do you want to call it? Like a an OP, right? They like to call it OP, an overpowered setup, and like once they figure out what Capo'S work best, everybody kind of copies that.
Right, yes. I know Beast, aka Scott Damon, who is a tough guy. I know he's a very popular one that everybody likes. Big Daddy's another one.
I love Big Daddy.
Crime Lord. And I'm naming tough guys off right now just because I know that's another popular set. Yep, Crime Lord is another one. And so that's 3 bodyguards, and Lone Star is another tough guy that's very popular.
Ah, looks just like Bruce Lee, huh? His cousin.
Yes. And then Striker. I think that's a pretty solid tough guy layout.
Okay, and I can tell you that the difference between the game I came from and the game that this is, War Elite, the difference between the two is most of the Capo'S in this game have really, really cool, specific skills that help that troop type that they're supposed to go with, right? Could you, Smash, show us an example of one of those Capo'S and the skills that are particular to that troop type?
Let me take a look at Big Daddy, the one that I'm currently working on to max out. There you go.
And this is the
This
tough
is the
guy
first
Capo
skill.
here.
And this is
So it says skill effect. Hung attacks a single enemy, dealing 632 attack damage, and enters a damage-resistant state that reflects true damage equal to 5% of the max HP. So, wait, can you select one of the other skills? I know there's a skill on there that says something about the troop type. This guy, I know that at least one of them says something about the troop type, like raises tough guy, skill of tough guy. There we go, right there. So this is a passive skill, but it identifies the troop type here as well, guys. All tough guy troops led by them have a 79% increased health. Now, before we started this podcast, Machiavelli asked me, what exactly we want to talk about. And I said, I want to talk about everything, because I do feel that most new players, they just wing it and they get disappointed when they don't see good results. And this is how you stop that right here, guys. This video right here, okay? Now, if you were going to put Big Daddy into a setup and you didn't have tough guys in that march, you completely missed out on that passive skill effect, right? Like, you're not gaining that 79.5% increased health. So that's why it's so important to make sure you're using the right troop types with the right Capo'S. Now, my next question, I'm going to go ahead and switch it up and ask Machiavelli if you're with us, brother. Machiavelli, when it comes to the setups, is it okay to mix other troops in with, like, let's just say, for example, you are using Big Daddy. Would you want to use other troops with the tough guys or just strictly tough guys?
Man, it all depends. It all depends on how you play the game. Pretty much all the games that we played, it eventually turns out that all of one is the better. But in other cases, it's not that way. It's like me. I don't I use a mix. So I got 3 cavalry, a gun, and a bodyguard, and I think I can up to smash. So it's it's not necessarily just the same type troop. So it's your style.
Right, and and everybody
you're
does
the one
play
looking at
differently.
what you're filling in, all the strategies and your buffs and all that. Only you know what you're doing. So you play the events, and that tells you how strong you are, and that's how you get to where you want to be. You got to do all those events and whatnot.
Okay. And I've been told that as well. I've been told everybody does something different, and I remember asking Smash when we first linked up, and he told me, yeah, people do different things. And it really is about try this, see the results. So right here, Smash has his current setup. It looks like he has 4 tough guy capos, and then it looks like a cavalry. Wait, is that cavalry?
No,
Wait, what?
this is actually a random. What I'm trying to show is actually on the left top corner,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you can send out 5 couples. So if let's say you have 3 couples of tough guy, the 3 couple will have 10% additional damage reduction for the 3 tough guy couples. So
Wow.
you might deploy 4 and you might deploy 5. So these are the areas, the stats whereby you all can see the type of couples, the number of couples when you have in the same match. What are the buffs that you actually get?
And that's huge. That's huge. Wait, can you go back up? Can you go back up to the fist, please, really quick?
All right.
Just really quick. I have a question for you. So I see it says, when having 3 tough guy capos, you get the 10% damage reduction. When deploying 4 tough guy capos, you get the plus 10% health bonus. Now I have 2. This is a 2-part question here. The first question is, when you have 4, do you also get that buff from having the 3? So now you have both buffs?
Yes.
Okay, so it stacks. Okay. And I noticed that you didn't put the 5th tough guy in there. You put a cavalry in there. So my question on that is, it says when having 5 tough guy capos, you get a plus 20% of their own health. So whatever that buff is, right? That's right there. I noticed you didn't take advantage of that. Is there a reason why you didn't, and you stuck the transporter in there?
Okay, for
the
this
cavalry?
one, I actually shall show the screen to share this information. But actually, as you see the numbers on the right, I have my couples actually set up.
I see. Okay, so you can set your marches on the right-hand side here. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can go ahead and preset your marches for different occasions. The same way you can preset your skills, your boss level skills. I like that. Okay. I like that a lot. And so if you go to the left-hand column again, where it shows you your capo buffs, and that's going to show you the buffs for every single type of capo type, right? So that's the buffs for the tough guys, and then they have the cavalry buff, right? Or what?
Yes, correct.
Okay. What is that flag?
Leadership couples.
Leadership capos. Ooh, I'm curious about that one. What does that look like? Can you show me the leadership capo buffs?
All right, that's a moment.
This is really cool because I didn't even know this was a thing. Again, guys, this is why I have Smash and Ash and Machiavelli, because I am just not equipped enough yet to give you guys this information. But this is valuable advice here. Okay, so the leaderships, are these the same ones that go out and do the special tasks like I forget what it's called. Uh, Not like interrogation, but what's it called when you send them out to like recruit or something like that?
No, the one that okay, very simple. You see, I do this for you to see. You see the filter button. When I do not have a full one, I see the filter button. Click on the filter button, and you have this page up. So when you want to send troops out for gathering, you just click on levy. When you want to do for siege or attack or whatever, you just click on it, and then the couple will just all appear at the bottom of your screen, and you just select it.
Oh, that's so nice, dude. They give us filters for everything. That's great. Okay. So this question is for Ash. Are there different situations that have different results? Like would you put together a certain troop type for PvP as opposed to a different troop type for maybe a PvE event?
I do know that when you do use agent troops when attacking, it does help. Especially in Glorious Arena, I always put for defense bodyguards, of course, and then for when I attack, I use agents. And I noticed a few times when I was losing to other players when I wasn't doing this that yes, I was losing, and then when I changed it, I started winning. So I do know that in certain events, when you use certain troop types, especially regarding bodyguards and agents, that does help you regarding player versus player battles.
Okay. Very cool. Okay. And I don't know the specifics when it comes to like tough guy, transporter, cavalry, stuff like that. Why put so many different types of capos in the game if they all do the same thing? Have you guys noticed like a visible difference in the skills that some of these capos have? Like when you're in battle, do you see like a visible difference if somebody's using Big Daddy or something like that and they activate a skill? Are there certain skills that you for 100% sure want to level up over the rest of them? Like I've seen some healing capos, and that's one thing that like kind of blew my mind when I saw the amount of healing skills. And you can watch the fights play out when you're in the black boxing arena, which is really cool. And I have noticed that, me personally, I've noticed that some of my skills, even low level, were a huge help. So are there any capos that have some really good skills that you want to focus on getting leveled up first?
For especially newbies, I really am so glad that when I first started, I worked on Ghost Omen. Ghost Omen is an epic capo, and I really like his skill because when it's activated, it'll stun like the first two capos in your opponent's march, and I really love that, and I leveled him up like crazy. So he's my favorite regarding bodyguard capos, and he's still in my lineup because I'm like Mock. I'm a mutt. I got all kinds of capos. I don't have a solid lineup yet. I'm working on it, but yes, I do recommend Ghost Omen, and he is given to you for free, so that helps the newbies as well.
Wow. Okay. Okay, can you show me what that skill is, just so the new players, that are listening to this, they're like, wait, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what capo. I don't know what skill. I don't want them to be lost. You said the Ghost Omen?
Yes, he's a purple capo. There he is. Nope, right next to him. Nope, down. The skull face guy.
Ah, gotcha.
There you go.
Okay, so that's Ghost Omen. And what skill was that?
I call him Logan Rush, remember? I always call him Logan Rush.
Oh, yeah, Logan Rush, yeah.
Yeah, the first skill that's on the list. It should be that one.
The first one. revolving. Logan slashes the enemy in a small area in the front row multiple times, dealing a total of 258, and stuns the enemies for 6 seconds. Holy crap, dude! 6 seconds is a long time. Wow. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's a really good one. Okay, and I'm actually really glad that you brought up the different color Capo'S, right? So this is an epic Capo, and I guess the question I have now is, can blue Capo'S and epic Capo'S, can they really compete with the legendary Capo'S?
It depends how upgraded your opponent's legendary Capos are. I personally can beat some legendary ones with even my blue and purple ones.
Wow.
But yes, it does. Does depend on your opponent's upgraded Capos, especially if they're legendary.
Okay. So for new players that are trying to create a setup with the starting Capo'S that you get, let's just say we're only talking about completely free to play, right? We know which Capo'S you get when you first start out and which ones we have accessible. You guys actually know what events you could probably get most of the Capo'S for free to play and just doing the events. What is a good beginner setup to start with?
For me, Logan Rust, aka Ghost Omen.
Mm-hmm.
I really did enjoy Mockingbird. She's the blue healer Capo, and I found out that she actually heals better than Preacher, which is a legendary healing Capo. That boxer guy. Shoot, what's his name?
I always forget his name too. The boxer
Yeah,
guy
he's
with the
got
eye
the eye
patch.
patch.
Yeah, Jinx.
Yeah, the eye patch guy. When he's upgraded too, he's really powerful, especially for front row. I really enjoy him too. Snowflake. She's a very, very powerful Capo too. Not only does she also stun your back row of your enemy's march when her skill's activated, she also has a troop capacity buff, so she can carry more troops with her. And trying to think of other ones. I don't know. Those are my personal favorites. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay. And that's actually most of the Capo'S that I've basically been using since I started. So yeah, 100%. So when it comes to setting these Capo'S up and the troop types, right? You showed that they have buffs, and also that the buffs stack on top of each other. So again, I just want to reference most games. They have like an OP setup, and everybody just tends to copy them. When you look at like the black boxing arena, does it show like any formations, like preset formations or anything? I never really did pay attention to that. But like for example, in other games I played, if you go to what their version of the black boxing arena is, they'll show you the beginner Capo'S and how they have them set up, right? Like they'll show you like an example of a good setup to beat the setup that you're trying to beat. Does it show you that? Does it make it easy for newer players, the black boxing arena? Do you guys think it makes it easy for new players to understand, or could they make that easier?
You go ahead.
Let's go ahead.
I don't think that they have a lineup to show new players. Honestly, what I've been confused with is in that black boxing arena, they actually have a lineup of whether you want to call them soldiers or Capo's that I have never even seen before. They have like a Joker looking guy in there that I've always thought they were going to come up with as like a new Capo, because I really like his skills.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he puts like 5 different like humongous cards around you and your team, and it does like a tremendous amount of damage if he's leveled up.
Yeah, I seen that. That happened to me one time too, and I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, I've always wondered that myself. Like, I always thought that that was going to be a Capo they would release or something, but no, I've only seen him in Black Boxing Arena.
Can you go to the black boxing arena, please, Smash, just really quickly? So for the new players, guys, this is extremely important for a lot of reasons. Mainly because you need these items that you get here in the black boxing arena to ascend the tier level of your Capo'S. And that's important for a couple reasons. We'll get into that in just a minute. But as you can see here, and this is kind of what I was talking about, right? So what you're looking at the top of your screen, Smash, those are your Capo'S, right? Or the no wait, is that the enemy line? That's the enemy lineup. Okay, so that is the enemy lineup that you have to beat, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and so what I was
And I still can't
asking,
beat them yet.
what?
I can't beat them yet because they're stronger than my couples right now.
Right, and so that's kind of what I was getting at. In other games, if this is the lineup that you were trying to beat, there would be like an example button, and it would show you the exact Capo setup that you would need in order to beat the Capo's you're trying to beat. You see what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm saying is like maybe what we're getting at is that there are no exact setups that beat each set of Capo's. Right?
I think all they say is like that under that sweep button, that weird icon. I think all it lets you know is I think the certain troop type or certain combat power you need to have to beat that level. Okay. I don't think it tells you specific lineups or anything like that. I think it just tells you like combat power or certain troops that you need to have, if I'm correct.
Okay, and it looks like almost all of those are tough guys, correct?
Yeah, all tough guys. The enemy setup is all tough guys.
Okay, and so you would want cavalry to counter that?
No, Archer.
Oh, I'm sorry, Archer. You want Archer to counter the tough guys. Okay, so in a perfect world, do you think an all Archer setup with Archer troops would beat that?
I've tried it because maybe because my Archer couples level is not that strong good yet. Because I've always been working on my tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I selected Archers, full Archers much to challenge this stage, it didn't work well. And then when I use my strongest formation and challenge them, I'm still losing out to them.
Okay. When it comes to things that let's go ahead and jump into the different ways you can level up your Capo's, right? Because there's a lot of different ways, and the black boxing arena is actually very important when it comes to a couple things. Number one, the ascension of your tier, right? And so the new training system, does that have anything to do with ascending tiers, or is that just Capo level?
That is just couple level for training.
Okay, so 100% you still need your black boxing arena for ascending the tiers. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So,
or another thing that would help upgrade your Capo's, since we're talking about black boxing arena, is that button that we just previously clicked on. I think it says Elite. Underneath it, that's how you can ransack your Capo's fragments. That I wish I knew in the long run.
Where's that at?
But so go back
to the black boxing arena.
Yeah, try like just clicking on it again, where you go to those stages. And then it'll say, yep, there you go.
Elite
and then
stage.
also beating those. And it'll show you specific requests that you can do to get that ransacking to 100%, but you have to do specific requests that it asks. But once 100%, you can ransack that Capo's fragment, and you get like 5 attempts a day to do so.
Nice. Okay, so this is something you definitely want to be doing every single day.
Yeah.
All of this stuff is going to stack, and I also see some important things in here. You've got legendary capo shards. You've got some stuff for your beauties. Wow. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of really good stuff in there. Okay. And what are the time limits here? I see fight to the end is 30 minutes, no retreat is 60 minutes, and then perfect opponent is an hour and a half. What are those?
Those are your how long you will be ransacking. The 100%, if you 100%, which is it's at that perfect opponent one that you're on right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you complete that stage 100% and do the quest that it asks you to do, you can ransack it, and that's an hour and a half that it'll take to ransack that to give you that capo fragment.
Okay. Okay. This is really good information here. Wow, that's a lot. Oh my god, I just saw the was that a legendary beauty coin? An orange beauty coin? Dude, you just got an orange beauty coin from that? Nice. Okay. So can you show the ascension of the tiers?
Just a moment,
Sure, no problem, buddy.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
Okay, so well, let me just bring up the chat really quick. Okay, so when it comes to the tiers of the Capo'S, I'm gonna pull up mine really quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at Jane Wilson here. What are some important things to note when ascending the tiers of your Capo'S? Because I've noticed that you need a lot of the same items for your Capo'S when ascending the tiers. Should you just be trying to work on one at a time? Should you be like trying to ascend all tiers evenly? Like, what is your opinion on that? Excuse me. You there, Ash?
Yeah, sorry.
No,
I
you're
was
good.
gonna see if someone else wanted to speak, but that they also did an update and kind of changed that. So that's kind of fairly new how they changed it to what it is now. It used to be individual capos, you would ascend them separately, but now they put them in groups to where you ascend them together. So the game's pretty good with actually providing the blue and purple ascension pieces, and also as well, I do recommend, because how I saved up so much, you can click on the pieces that you need, which would help if that stream is up, but I'll just have to do my best to explain.
Yeah.
The rings, what else? Hats, gloves, all of those. Usually, if it shows that you don't have enough, you can click on it, and then if you get far enough in Black Box in Arena, you can just sit there and use your energy to get multiple pieces at a time. And then you can actually fairly quickly upgrade those ascension.
That's so
tiers.
easy. I love how easy they made that. Okay, very cool. Okay, and then when it comes to your skills as well, right? Because you're going to need, I guess let me try and get some that I actually have stuff for. Okay, so like when I'm looking at Tim Wolf here, and let's say I want to upgrade his skill. Alright, so it's going to show me a bunch of different skills on my screen. And I've always been curious. Like, are there certain skills that you should upgrade first? I mean, I don't really, because they give you the ability to upgrade any of the ones that you really want to. Is it really just about personal preference, or should you be trying to upgrade your active skill first or your passive skills first?
I usually always stuck to upgrading that first skill, because I think that first skill to every capo is important.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you can pick and kind of choose which ones if you feel the other one's better. or you feel like that would make them stronger, yes, you can. But I've always thought that that first skill that they provide for them is always the most important and I think strongest.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend upgrading that first skill. But yes, you can choose between any of them. But when you get up into those higher levels, that's where it gets tricky because then when you're red starring your capos, you do have to start with that first skill. And then as soon as you make the next red star, then you can max out your second skill, third star, third skill, and so on.
Very cool. Okay. And then as far as like the items that you actually need, the heck? Yeah, the items that you actually need to upgrade your Capo'S, all of these items you can get from either the Black Boxing Arena, you can get them from hitting things on the world map, right, like riders and mercenary bases, and then of course you have your events where you can get some of these items. I also noticed in the Alliance, when you click your Alliance, and then you click, is it tasks? Yeah, the task store, right? You have a lot of items in here too, like you get your daily free one, and then you can spend your Alliance task points in the Alliance task shop, and you can also buy stuff in there as well. Like you can get your epic pendants, your legendary pendants, and you can also get some shards for like the Gyoku Ishi. You get Kelly Vale's item. And then you get the Kelly Nicklin fragments. There's a lot of really good stuff in here. Are there any other ways that I'm not thinking of to get some of these items where you can level up your Capo'S?
Detective agency, fulfilling those quests
Of course.
too. Like those will give you your sandbags for sure. I do recommend doing those daily because then those is where you will get your blue and purple sandbags easy. And then as you level up, they will offer the legendary sandbags when you upgrade your detective agency and so on. So yeah, fulfilling those detective agency quests daily is important to upgrading the skills of your Capo'S.
Very cool. Okay. Now, when it comes to your VIP shop, and I know this is important because Smash always brings this up. I'm still not that familiar with the VIP shop. Let me go to it really quick. You don't recommend spending gold on any of these items in here at all?
I spend on those purple and blue.
Yeah.
Yes, those ones. I spend on those every time they refresh because you will need all of those that you can get, especially from that task shop when you that you were talking about earlier, where you can get the Kelly Nicklin fragments, Snowflakes fragments. All those they offer the purple ones in there as well, and I will buy those out every single time as well because you will need all of those purple shields you can get.
Okay, very cool. Is Machiavelli back? I thought I heard him.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely back. Hey, look, man, I got a couple things to add to y'all's conversation here.
Yes, sir.
One important thing. Every chance you get to buy a blue pack cigar, you need to buy it because you need the blue cigar packs all the way to max. So any chance you get a chance to, through the VIP or even wherever it is, always buy them. Always buy them. Also gems. I don't know about y'all, but I find gems are always the hardest. Yeah, they're just the hardest to obtain. So
I'm just I'm a little curious.
I know that was all based there, but I'll go back.
Yeah, but Machiavelli, when you say the blue cigars, are you talking about just the little the cases of cigars that show up blue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said you need those for
You
what?
need that for everything. For every time you go to upgrade on the screen that we were at. Let me get back to it real quick. I'm looking at my screen.
The tier upgrades of your
Capo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where you look at the leaders, you know, the cavalry leaders overall,
Mm-hmm.
you're always going to need the blue. And don't do what I did. I accidentally, where you can go to your inventory and sell and shit. Yeah, I sold like 10,000 of them by accident. So, y'all be careful.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, like
But
literally.
do you know how to get all those?
What's that?
I said, have y'all ever talked about how to get those?
I don't think so.
Sorry, guys.
Get all those in a black box in the arena. The black box in the arena. When you go to that, you hit the middle circle. And this is where you get all those shards from to upgrade that Capo'S, whatever they call it. I don't even know what to call it. Tier. There you go, tier. So.
Got you. Okay. There. Okay, yeah. So, shout out to Vadim, server 4. He says you need 20% troop expansion to beat the Black Boxing Arena General Stage 13.5.
Yeah, I just read it because just now halfway through, I think the purchase that I made earlier didn't came through, so they actually came in. Then it caused my phone to be crashed, so my whole thing all suddenly crashed.
No problem, my friend. I thought you were having some type of technical difficulties over there, but I appreciate you jumping back in.
That's all my side. Because this happens to me sometimes. Sometimes there are certain packs that I purchase, but I don't get them immediately on the spot.
Oh no. So it was trying to catch up with your purchase? Stop buying stuff so
correct,
fast,
correct,
bro.
correct.
With your 20 million gold.
Yes, correct. Stop looking at my gold here. Go.
Yeah, you forgot to cover it up again.
I cannot hide my gold when I share screen.
Yo, look. That's gonna be Smash's next request to the devs. Could you please just cover up my gold so I can share my screen?
I probably asked them, is there any option that I can have all the resources and the gold I have with just a button?
It's too late, man. Poor Pandora doesn't go back in the box. Once it's out, buddy. Okay, I know for sure that we have people watching because Vadim stopped everything he was doing to come in and share some information, and we appreciate it. What else are we missing when it comes to Capo'S, setups, troops? There's just so much to this game. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask next, and I want to cover the boss gear, right? I want to cover gear extensively, but can we just touch on it just a little bit? Because I'm in a predicament right now that I didn't want to do anything that I'm gonna mess up. So I have an electric drill gun, and it's giving me construction stuff. I have my project shovel is also giving me like troop training stuff. At what point do you start to acquire gear that is specific to Capo'S and troop types?
You go down there, you go to the suit shop. That's where you do all that at.
Yeah, but
Go to the suit
I
shop.
have my beginner gear right now. So like, at what point do you like? At what gear is there any specific gear that is geared towards a specific troop type or capo?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Go ahead, Mark.
Alright, and now what were we looking at again?
Just wondering at what point I would acquire gear, and if there's a specific gear type or a specific type of gear that is specifically for a certain capo type. So if I'm Smash and I'm running all tough guys, at what point as a new player do I start to acquire tough guy gear or tough guy capo gear?
Oh, you can get that now, man. That's where you go. You go to the Black Boxing Arena. And you have to do all the chapters. You start at 1. and you got one through right now. I'm at 12.1, and I can't get past it. Each day you can do 10 times. You can attack it or raid it 10 times each spot each day, each 24 hours. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I don't see any. I don't see any suit shop gear options in the black boxing arena. All that stuff you have to craft.
You gotta look at the rewards. You gotta look at the rewards.
The rewards.
You gotta look at each one. Each character gives you certain things, different levels get you certain things. Your levels 1 through 4 are the blue ones. They're the lower level ones. So you have to progress. Each time you beat one, it opens the next. And then you pretty much gotta pay attention to the capo that you're trying to do, and you have to go specifically to that. So it can be a headache. You know what I mean?
Are we talking about the same gear here, Smash? Or is he talking about just stuff for your Capo'S? Because I'm talking about for my boss.
Yeah, I think we're mixing up the equipment materials versus those suitcases for the tier.
I got you. Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm talking about the suit shop.
Well, first of
gear.
all, yes. Go to your player profile, X.
Yep.
Alright, so when you look at your player profile at the bottom left, you got construction attire, research attire, combat attire. All these do different things.
Okay.
Alright. So just remember where all that is. So then you go to the suit shop. Go to the suit shop. You can either go to the collection, do it that way, or you can go directly to the set. So what you do, click set, and let's say, because you got 3 sets, so your player has 3 different areas of buffs. Me, the combat attire, I never paid attention to the construction or the research till about a couple months ago. So and the way to get those is your suit shop.
Wow, I didn't know they gave you examples.
You buy packs. Oh yeah, man. And the Ascension, you gotta buy the parts. You gotta make them. That's a whole big area there to learn.
Oh wow.
Shop.
Okay. So when it comes to trying to craft your combat set, what are some things you can do to kind of speed that along as a new player, preferably free to play, and try and get your first combat items?
Okay. Let me give you the first thing you should do every day or every week. You go to the VIP shop and you buy everything off the VIP shop. Whichever VIP you are, you go ahead and buy everything on there that doesn't cost gold. Especially, you got the fuel, you got the AP, you got the 5-minute general speed ups, and then you have these right here. You have the equipment material optional box.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Yep.
It's the very lowest level. That you can buy without gold. So that's another thing you want to automatically buy.
Okay.
And it gives you a certain amount of days. I believe it. Actually, do you know how many days this page takes to refresh?
Every Sunday.
Once a week.
Yep.
Okay, so every Sunday. So scroll down the VIP list, and I'm looking at VIP 15. So I don't know what you're looking at, but each 7 days you want to go in there. You want to buy that one too. Anything that you can get that's not gold, go ahead and get it because you're gonna need it.
Okay. What about outside of the VIP? Is there anything I can attack? Anything that I can do on a daily basis to try and get equipment stuff?
every day you got a little bitty equipment gift. You want to go ahead and get that every day. You go to the
Yeah,
suit
from the
shop.
suit shop. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I normally do get that. Are we missing anything else?
And a very good way, a very good way to do it is your daily deals. I don't, and I'm speaking for people that want to spend money. The daily deals are actually the best-selling packs. You can scroll all the way to the right. There are 1, 2, 3. There's 3 different things that each day you can level up, buy them, and each time you buy them, it increases it. It keeps going. It goes $4.99, $9.99, $19.99, and that's a very quick way to get all those little the equipment materials that you need.
Okay. And I don't think I've ever got these the best selling packs. So if I were to buy this $5 pack, is that all I could buy? Is that $5 pack, or after I buy the $5 pack, it'll give me a better pack to buy?
It'll give you a better pack next. It goes $4.99, $9.99, and each time it goes up, the increments are bigger.
Okay.
And the same thing goes for all the rest of them. These are really good.
Okay. Very cool. Is there anything else in the ways of Capo'S, troop types, and setups that we're not thinking of right now? Oh, okay. One last question for you, and then you guys can add whatever else you want to add before we go. But when it comes to the events like Sea Battle and stuff like that, is that all dependent upon your overall, like everything you're wearing? Like if I'm wearing like a full-on tough guy suit with all those combat buffs, and I got my beauties equipped on me, and just all of these things. When you're doing events, is it all of your buffs combined, or is there certain things that are excluded from these events?
That's a developer question, X. There's
I
no way
wondered
for us
that.
to figure that out.
I wondered that because I did Sea Battle with Vadim one time, and I don't remember if he was, I think he might have been using an alt account, but it crossed my mind. I was like, damn, this dude's huge. If I saw him, I would run. I wouldn't even want to do Sea Battle, but it seemed as though like he wasn't doing the amount of damage that you would think he'd be doing. You know what I'm saying? So again, it might have been because he was on an alt account, but it still crossed my mind. Well, damn, if I'm doing Sea Battle with Smash, and Smash is this big powerful player, will I be able to see that when he's doing Sea Battle? Or does it exclude maybe his equipment that he's wearing? Maybe it doesn't count those buffs. Maybe it doesn't count his beauty buffs. Maybe it doesn't count overall buffs. I'm just wondering, when it comes to these events, what buffs are excluded, what gear is excluded, what beauties are excluded. Yeah.
Man, if we can find that out, that would be great. That really would. That'd be awesome. Because actually, when you do the Sea Battle, we should be going in and setting our profile up for that event.
Right.
And sometimes it's hard to even think about it. I mean, it's
Wraith said
because there's several things on the strategy page for that.
Wraith is saying in live chat, for Sea Battle, everyone is even. See, that's what I thought, but I wasn't for sure.
I thought so too.
Okay.
I have no clue at this point. They've updated that multiple times where it's changed, so I have no clue.
Okay, well, I mean, just to be safe, I will definitely add that to the list of questions for the developers, along with Salty Dog's questions. And if you guys are listening to this at home, any questions you have, let me know. Is there anything that you guys want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Sorry, I would like to add something regarding the speakers.
All right, go ahead, Smash, and then we'll go on over to you, Mock.
All right, for Sea Battles, as what Rev said, is even, because when you click on the Sea Battles, and you enter it, you will see the weekly free lineup right at the bottom right corner.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Right, sea battles and island war is different, huh? For sea battles, all the participants in the sea battles, you get to use the same type of capo.
Okay. Okay. So it evens it completely out.
Yes, right, and you can see it in the sea battles page, whereby there's this weekly free lineup.
Where is that at? I'm looking for that. Where is that at?
Go in.
Do I have to hit
Go
go?
into the go. Yeah, go. Yeah, you hit go.
And then where?
Exit first. Exit your page first. You have to go into the page whereby it says you can challenge.
Okay, I'm going to challenge. Okay.
Do not challenge, yeah, but just go into the page whereby you can challenge. Look at your bottom right. Weekly free lineup.
Got you. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Ah, very cool, man. See, the more you know, guys. You really do got to click on everything. Thank you for that. A maximum of 5 bosses can be deployed at a time.
Totally different.
What's that, buddy?
You only get to use the Capo'S you have own.
Okay.
And Vadim just mentioned, there's no buff for Glorious Arena or Sea Battles.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Vadim. Appreciate that, buddy. Okay. Machiavelli, you said you wanted to add something?
Yes, please. It wouldn't be bad to let these, the new players that are coming in, from start, wherever you start at, that's where you really want to start. You don't want to get halfway through your thought process and be like, oh man, I should have went this way with it and should have done this person and not this person, or whichever. So when you start in a game, unless you're rich, there's no way of starting the game and going with 5 legendary players.
Right.
So is what you do. You find something that works for you. Like me, I have 3 purple, 1 legendary, and 1 blue on my main deal. So,
jeez,
everybody's got to think about it.
Yeah,
how they want to do it. So, and if you go to your capo screen, you can do the drop down, and if you select combat power, it'll put them in combat power. So the top 5 on that list should be the top 5 that you want to somehow formulate to to beat everybody else. So it's not all about going and getting 5 legendaries. It's impossible. So find a good mixture. The purples and the blues in the game, they're a lot easier to get than the gold. The legendary capos, they actually take a considerable amount of money. So as what I've done, I've just stuck with Gentle Criminal, and he's the only legendary that I've got past 6 stars. And I'm doing rather well in the game. So just remember that you don't have to do all legendary. That's overkill.
Okay.
So that makes sense?
Yes, sir. And I do believe that this drop down, the sort button, is a huge asset. So for the new players, you guys definitely want to take advantage of this. Take advantage of the fact that you can save your setups and save your overall boss level skills for all different situations. I love that they give us these options. And again, thank you so much to Vadim and Wraith and everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank you to my official co-host, by the way, guys. Can we get a round of applause for Machiavelli and Ash Bash for joining the official ACG team, guys? Thank you so much for becoming part of this and taking on the the role of a co-host. We really appreciate you guys for sharing your knowledge, your information. Smash, thank you so much, like always. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks again to iFund.com for sponsoring this content. If you guys are looking for any of their platforms, you can find it in the description of this video. You can find their official Facebook page. You can find their official Discord. You can find anything and everything iFund. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace.
Peace out.
What a good video, guys. That was a good one. Dude, so much good information. Let's go. I think that might have been the most informative one we've done so far.
Yep. It should have been better even. Just now when I was sharing screen, I think probably when they tried to give me the pack that I purchased, it kind of crashed my phone. While I was doing Discord, all this and that, it kind of crashed my screen, man. My handphone just hanged.
Dude, I'll tell you what it is. Your phone was like, no, it's too much pressure. No.
Too much info shared by showing my 13 million goal.